I will never understand why it mutes my microphone like that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Stress. Appreciate it at all. Oh man, yeah, audio's muted. All right, cool. Well, game audio should be good to go. 2 seconds here. Let me get everything set up and good to go. Need to get some stuff done on the chat side of things. I need to clean up my desktop. I think about that constantly and just trying to stay organized. What do you mean by Turner? What are you talking about there, King? I mean, you're probably right, but either way. All right, let's get that one turned on, and then I got to do the other feed too, because this is the horizontal feed. We're running the vertical feed and the horizontal feed, so if you guys want to watch me horizontally, that's the other way, horizontally, and then vertically, you can totally do that. Just check the other feed there. Look for the one that says vert, and that's the vertical feed there. What up, Master of Food? I see you there. Yeah, yep. Took me long enough. Sounds about right. All right, let me pop out these chats here real fast so that way I can see you guys without having to do too much work here. All right, so that was the standard one. Let's grab this vertical. Nope. That was the vertical chat. Let me grab the standard chat here. There we go. Return of the Kevin. That should have been a Star Wars movie. Like right after Jedi. Just Return of the Jedi. Return of the Kevin. Okay. Finished that one. Got TikTok right there. I want to try something different today. I'm putting Streamlabs over there. Then we're going to put the chats over on the right side because I'm tired of looking around my microphone. A wild me in the horizontal chat. Ha, look, there you are. All right, so let's get this one set up over here. Cool. And then where's my TikTok chat? There it is. Tickety-tock. I'll keep TikTok on the left. Yeah, just keep TikTok on the left. That's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. You guys ready for some Green Hell? Let's get into it. Let's stop wasting time. All right, so with that being said, wow, actually, no, I don't like that. I want to switch this back because then my horizontal... See, I don't have to explain everything to you guys, but I am going to. If I put it on the right side there, I don't actually see my multi-chat, and I want to see the multi-chat. Let's get back over here. What up, Frankie? Why? I assume that means yes for Green Hell. Let's do it. Let's get into Green Hell. Let's have some fun. Let's keep building this base here. Hi, Crumbs. Crumbs VR. How you doing? How you doing, Frankie? All right, here we go. Let's dive into it. Okay, so here we are inside of Green Hell and our massive base. I'm going to have to probably turn down some graphic settings this time around because we're starting to get too big, and then when I go to actually film this thing, we'll scale it down. But let's go ahead and start the way we always start. Just check our macros here, so what we need to do. We're in the midst of the dry season. Did I build a gate yet? I have like 4 gates, I think. And so it was funny, on the last stream, a puma came at me and it got stuck on this corner and its head stuck through, and I just shot its head through the wall. It was fantastic. Man, this base, it's a big one. It's definitely a big one. All right, I see that pig back there. I'm going to kill this pig. Kill this pig. Would rather have... Where'd this pig go? Where does pig go? I saw a pig over here. There he is. I don't want to scare him, but I need him to turn around, or I need to be able to flank him. Let's go this way. Try to flank this pig. What up, pig? You know what's really unfortunate? You can't fill the shower just with like a flask or anything like that. So even though I can get up on top the shower, so I still can't take showers. But either way. All right, throw these bones on the ground because who cares about bones? Man, we are running slow. Let me drop the graphic settings. I knew this base was going to start doing this, but I was expecting it to actually get But yeah, the joys of muted again. What? My microphone muted again? What are you? What? 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 That's freaking out. Yeah. Sorry, I had to change graphic settings, and sometimes that is super, super annoying. But there we go. A little less buggy now, just from kind of cutting it down. Taking some creative liberties today. I respect that. All right, so it looks like actually still, yeah, okay, we're pretty over encumbered here. Let's drop these bird feathers. What the hell? Having all sorts of slowdown issues with Green Hell today. I might have to like relaunch this game. There we go. Weird. All right, cool. What else do we have in here that we can drop? Oh, I got like stuff like. So okay, it's muting, unmuting, muting, unmuting. All right. My guess is that has something to do with the game settings that I just tweaked, because it was just kind of doing a lot of work here on my computer. So bear with me, and I'm hoping that it cleans up. But if it mutes again, you let me know. You let me know. What do you mean by Turner? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that because okay, the one thing that makes me think of King is Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. Is that what you're referring to? Because I get that one. You've been playing Green Hell, Pedro? That's awesome, man. Love Green Hell. Such a great game. Like it's just one of those super pretty games. All right, so I might get. Nope. Sweet. That was actually kind of cool. I was kind of expecting to get parasites there, but whatever. Eat these bananas. No parasites. We're staying clean. Cool. Oh, it is perfect. In my opinion, like it is one of the greatest survival games ever made. And it is super fun to base build in. As you can see, we've been having fun building in this one. All right, let's go get. I guess the best thing to do right now is get some rope and get some sticks. We also need to get logs here. So I guess a little bit of everything is the way to phrase this one. Let's go get a little bit of everything. But I see some sticks on the ground here, so let's just pick these up. Big Turner from COD. Okay. All right. I'm not. I didn't get the reference. Is it weird to say that I've played like so many different Call of Duties, but at the end of the day, like I've never really focused too much on like the storylines? Like it's kind of weird to think about this, but like for the longest time, I didn't even know that like all the different Call of Duties connected. Like that the same people are in Modern Warfare, like 1, 2, 3, etc. Didn't even think about it. Like probably should have thought about it. But yeah, just so random. From World War II, man, I played World War II when it first came out. Like I played through. Ooh, there's a spider over there. Let's back it up. I played through the story maybe like once. Oh, get off of me, centipede! Don't want that. But yeah, played through the story maybe like once, maybe twice. And then I played multiplayer a bunch of times, but that was as far as I went with World War II. You only play the story when you don't have internet. I understand that one. I respect that one. And then cod is good fish. It is good fish. It tastes really well. And there's a lot of different preparations that you can do with cod. Very underrated fish. King's mad that I don't recognize Call of Duty references, even though I play a lot of Call of Duty. Call of Duty's a multiplayer game in my mind. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade on it or anything like that, but I've just always looked at Call of Duty and just been like, oh yeah, that's a multiplayer game. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, that's why like Warzone came out, is because people were tired of like story-based Call of Duty. You like Call of Duty better? I respect that. I mean, video game or fish, I feel like that's a game show right there. Do you want a video game or a fish? I actually... Never mind, I'm not going to finish that thought. Sometimes I have intrusive thoughts, and the best is not to let them win. Warzone is Fortnite. It is. It's how they are trying to capitalize on extraction shooters. But at the same time... I don't know why I didn't see that anthill. I feel kind of dumb about that one. I mean, they're trying to capitalize on extraction shooters, but that's what major studios do. As soon as a new genre is created, they got to kind of give their own to it. You know what I mean? And so I've yet to check out Warzone. I've yet to check out a lot of those. Is this a bucket, Stanley? Okay, all right. Sorry, that took me a second, but you were talking Stanley's Parable, right? Because that's a fantastic one. How is Warzone Fortnite? It's basically it's Warzone or Fortnite without the building mechanic. So you drop in on a random part of the map. You have to gather up resources and guns and stuff like that, and then you're going after like different teams or etc. And so yeah. That's a game I played through Stanley Parable when I was first starting to stream, and I'm not talking about on Base Legend, but years and years ago, like during COVID, during the lockdowns and stuff like that. I was working from home doing video game production stuff, and I decided just to create a Twitch handle. Like, I think I had 2 followers on that one, so like night and day difference of where we're at. But yeah, that was probably the only... I played that game, and I played, like, I think Half-Life on the 2 streams that I ever did back during COVID. What about PUBG? That was actually the one that I started playing. So, like, I have more time inside of PUBG than I have inside of pretty much any of the others. Like, I have never played Fortnite. Like, that's just never been a game that's really appealed to me, so I've just never bothered to play Fortnite. But, like, PUBG was probably the one that my buddy showed. Hang on, I got tribals. Are they in the same location they were last time? No, he's, like, right up here. I can't count how many there are. But you see him right there? Is it just the one? It's just the one. Just a little scout right here. I want my arrow back. Alright, whatever. Let's just harvest this dude. I'm actually curious how many people are active in the PUBG world. Oh, wait, hang on. I forgot my chats. So dumb. So dumb that I have to keep, like, multiple things here. Hey, Toby, I'm sorry, buddy. And thanks for that follow, Charlie. My bad, man. I didn't have my chat visible on the TikTok side of things. Sorry about that, friend. How you doing? How you doing, Toby? Drop this human meat. All right, don't need anything else. So I just need one more tree, like trunk or log. That's what it is. Hang on, let me catch things up. Make sure I'm not missing any other chats. I've never heard somebody call a member of the Wahara tribe a Brazilian baddie before. That's funny. That's a good one, King. I might have to repeat that. Next time I do a Green Hell video, I'm just going to be like, yeah, and watch out for the Brazilian baddies over here. And, like, this chat's going to know. That's what it'll come down to. I bet you'd probably be able to get a game in PUBG in probably, like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or less still. Like, I'm betting that PUBG still has a very, very, very active base. Like, it was one of the originals, right? Because you either, when they first came out, you either played PUBG or you played Fortnite. That was it. Those were your 2 options if you wanted to play extraction-based shooters. and they were both free to play, and they were both pretty decent games from the outside, but one had that cartoony look to it, Fortnite, and so kids flocked to it. And then the other one, PUBG, had kind of that grittier feel to it, and so more adults flocked to it. And then Fortnite started adding things to appeal to the older base, and the rest is kind of history, and PUBG kind of lost their base, whereas Fortnite gained a massive one. And so, but I'm sure there's still a bunch of people, like maybe like several thousands of people playing PUBG every single day. All right, so we're clean. If you didn't pick up on what I did, I just cleaned myself, and so I don't want to touch any logs. It's getting late, and I'm pretty good on my food and stuff like that, but I'm tired. And so I'm thinking I'm just going to drag my sled back to the base and then go to sleep, wake up, have breakfast while I'm still clean, you know, like that, and then get started on building. The kid's mom went broke. Yeah, that's probably accurate. What jokes get you banned from my chat? I'm pretty open to that stuff. My main thing is just don't be offensive to other people in the chat, and don't do things that are intentionally designed to like offend people. And so like don't be a troll. That's kind of the main thing. Just don't be like rude and don't be disrespectful, but I'm like pretty relaxed on anything. Best way to get protein, Toby, that would be the meat smoker. Not the smoker, the drying rack. Because Green Hell, it's a weird game where if I light a fire, I attract more tribals, I attract more big cats and stuff like that. And so there's one cooking thing, this thing, the drying rack, and you can put meat on top of it, and it dries it all out, and then it keeps a lot of the nutrients, but you don't have to light a fire underneath it. All the other cooking methods you have to. And so that would be your best way there. Yeah, preferably. Preferably. Actually, that reminds me. Hang on. I need to do something real quick. That reminds me. Mod granted. There you go, 17 dragonfishes. Still need to sign some paperwork and all of that, but 17 dragonfishes is now joining us as one of the legends on this channel. And so he's got mod privileges and stuff like that. Be careful. 17's got the banhammer now. But anyway, what animal? I like the pigs because, like, I think they're called the perques or something like that. I'm a big fan of them because of the amount of fat that you get inside of them. The cats are too lean. They don't have any fat. Cayman's not enough fat, you know. And fat is the one element that, like, you can get nuts, Brazil nuts from. But it's just kind of one of those bigger things here. Don't ban you. Man, I have actually been thinking about doing some Stardew Valley streams in the future. Because what an amazing goated game that is. And I love it so much, but I barely play it anymore. My wife and I used to play it constantly, like daily, especially when she was pregnant. We would just kind of hang out and just play it all the time. And then after we had our second kid, it's just nonstop because, like, you're a parent. And so, like, when I'm not working, when I'm not streaming, that type of thing, we're just with our kids. And so we just don't have a chance to do it anymore. But either way, I am totally thinking about doing some Stardew Valley streams in the near future. Ooh, did I hear snake? Yeah, let's get rid of the snake. I don't trust snakes lately in this game. Yeah, 17 ain't green anymore with the membership anymore there. All right, let's get back in here. So I have all this tea and coffee that I feel like I should put up somewhere. Well, we have free pig. Let's go ahead and get these leeches off our body. There's one time, I think I even made a short of it a long time ago. I was washing my hands and I ended up like really getting hurt because a jaguar came up to me while I was washing my hands. All right, what do I need again? Fat. Okay. Crack open this Brazil nut real fast. So one thing that would be really awesome is, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but eventually I am going to be doing this with the base, is these blue mushrooms. Make some paint. And now we know how to make a paintbrush. But yeah, now we have some blue paint right there. And I'm going to start holding on to paint. Okay, before we harvest this thing, we're going to eat these Brazil nuts. I reached out to, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I reached out to Creepy Jar, the people who made Green Hell, and I told them they need to add Brazil nut poisoning in the game. Have I played Firewatch? I have not played Firewatch, Toby. I really, really want to. I watched a ton of content on Firewatch when it first came out. Like, a bunch of my streamer friends were playing it and stuff like that, but I personally never gave it a go. Thanks for that follow, CD Disc. I know that's not your username, but that's what that is. Come on, come on. Oh, man, missed the iguana. Sorry. Trying to still finish up our maggot farm up there. Whoa, that's a lot of emojis. Huh, I understand a few of those. I love how emojis show up as words in this chat app. No, I don't think 17 can ban himself. I don't think that's a possible one. All right, hang on. What is... I'm trying to remember what the paintbrush is. It's like plant fiber or feathers. Can't remember right now. Stick and rope and fiber. Okay. So let's do stick and rope and fiber. Oh yeah, got me a paintbrush. Look at that. He shouldn't ban himself. I mean, I can understand having a laugh with it, you know what I mean? Man, I just realized that this is a tool, and I can't put a tool. Don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't think I have a weapons rack built yet. And so, all right, we're going to throw that on the ground for right now, and I need to build a weapons rack. You know what? Screw it. Let's put this obsidian axe on the ground, because I barely use it. We'll get this paintbrush now. Oh yeah, paintbrush. See, I'm one of those people. I test the limits on stuff like that too, and so I've always wanted to know. Okay, so paintbrush, expand. No, I need to. Do I combine it with this? I thought. Ah, there it is. Haha, there it is. All right. Paint. 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 I wanted a blue entryway, but the rest of the base is going to be kind of a different color. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I think I got all the inside. That, oh wow, that actually covers the outside too. Just learned something. All right, well, we need more paint, so let's go ahead and craft this with another bowl. This is totally random. Like, I don't need to be doing this. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure King, like with the channel settings that I have, I can see blocked users, banned users, etc., and then I can remove them. I mean, don't try to get banned, I'll say that, but yeah, we can pretty much make it happen. It's never a good thing. I don't understand people who, like, intentionally try to get blocked and banned by other accounts. It's just, I mean, it's just never made sense to me. Not, I guess, not knocking it or anything like that, but it's never made sense to me. All right, paint this frame. Ah, it paints the whole frame. That's what it does. That's pretty nifty. All right, and I think I got, yep, one more of these. But anyway, figured just because I got a bowl finally, because I had to crack open a Brazil nut, I'd start the process of painting a little bit. I do love when games give you the option to paint in their games. Like, I think it's a really nice touch to be able to just color the base to what you want it to be as opposed to anything else. But, alright, coming together. I think I'm going to have to actually... Can I paint this? No, I can't paint the bridge. What? Why is my email still open? Lame. Alright. Anyway. Let's get on back downstairs. I need to get a weapons rack built up now. Now that we took care of all of that. So this one over here is going to be like our forge area or whatever. So this will be where we do our weapons rack. Now I got to think about where the weapons rack would be. There's an arrow holder, but that doesn't help us. Have I not unlocked the weapons rack? Because that's ridiculous. That's absurd. I feel like I should know where the weapons rack is, but I legit think I haven't gotten the weapons rack yet. Oh, that kind of sucks. Damn. I have to run back to like map 2 to go get that. Because the weapons rack is located, there's a Wahara camp here on map 1. And if you go to like this right here, there's a Wahara camp, and that's where you get the weapons rack from. So either way. That is very difficult to say. Oh, so anyway, have you guys checked out any more of this Minecraft stuff that TechFather's been setting up for us? Because it's pretty legit, if I can say so. Alright, let's go ahead and get this stuff moving. Before we bother doing the first floor here, we have a lot of rope. Oh, wow. I also have a lot of sticks to put in here. Never realized that. What's unfortunate is that each one of these walls takes so much rope. So there's 6 pieces of rope just to complete one wall. And then you have to hop down and go get more. Because, yeah, I'm already out of rope. Super fun. I guess those can stay up here to finish the wall. But, like, we have all of that to do. We have this out here to do with the framing. And then after it's done and being framed out, more walls and stuff. Gonna check up on it all tomorrow. I think tomorrow is when I'm gonna pause the base legend server and basically make it so nobody else can build until we get everything merged over, because we're trying to get everything done on the 9th, because that's when I have to pay ScalaCube for everything, and I would love to get the whole server transferred over to TechFather's setup before we have to renew a ScalaCube. Just no need to pay an invoice for a month if we're not going to use it, you know what I mean? So, either way. Yo, what up, Timmy? Good to see you over there. How you doing, buddy? So I'm thinking, because I need that weapons rack. That's actually a piece of equipment that I need. Can't really screw around with that one. I think we are going to make a quick trip back to map 1. Which is fine. It won't take that long, you know what I mean? I don't know if I have a copy of World War II. Yeah, I don't know if I have a copy of World War II, King. I used to have it either for the Xbox or the PlayStation, but I don't have my Xbox anymore. And the PlayStation... I don't have PlayStation Network anymore, so any of those games I don't have. Filling your plate non-stop. Well, that's good and bad, I guess. Good in that you're staying busy. Bad in that you don't have time to have fun. But either way, good to hear from you, buddy. Alright, let's grab this can right here. We're going to drop off all these tea bags. My God. Yeah, get out of my inventory. And then... yeah, okay. Really, I guess don't need to bring any human food, but might as well, right? Dude, we're Master of Food. We're not getting rid of it. We're not getting rid of your arena. We're moving it. We're moving it onto the new server. what we're going to do is we're going to copy the existing world and we're going to move your arena over into this new world so that way you don't like lose any progress. That's the plan. I'm pretty sure the arena world that he's creating is literally just the world, because I've told him like sync up with Master of Food. I want that arena. And like I'm gonna be a little mad if anything happens to that, because that's what I've told him, because your arena looks exactly what I was hoping for. And so yeah, don't sweat it, man. Like I'm not don't sweat it at all. Like I want to make sure that we keep. Ooh, spider, damn it. Stupid bird eater. At least it's a bird eater, right? But yeah, I'm not trying to get rid of people's progress and stuff like that. Not worth it. All right, so there we go. Took a bird eater bite, which is fine. So we're gonna take a quick stop at the Anaconda camp and sleep that off real fast. And actually, while we're over here, I think I got some coconut bowls down by where the exploit is. And so, yeah. You just started some exams, Timmy? Well, that sounds like a fun time. I'm sorry, this is coming from somebody. I enjoyed school. And so, I always enjoyed exam time because you could get through everything and kind of move through it. But either way. Alright, yeah, see, I got all this clean water here. Delicious. Grabbing all of these bowls. Yep, all of you guys come with me. Alright, hop on down. I have zero idea what you're talking about there, King. Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's the worst when you're doing a build like that, like the like something massive and like one connection doesn't work. I was doing a base, the 10,000 step monastery that we did in Conan Exiles. And when I did that base, sorry, I'm going slow here because I typically get hit by a puma here. But when I did that base, the 10,000 step monastery, one of the top roofs like pieces didn't work on it. And so I ended up having to go back and basically fix this whole roof situation. Not fun. Yeah, don't recommend not supporting your roofs and just walking away from them. There he is. Woof. Woof. Oh, he almost got me. He almost got me. He was coming out of nowhere that time. Alright. Sorry, every single time that you come down to this little patch, you always get a black caiman there. That was a black pen there, Timmy. It's the best way to explain it. Alright, let's get into... I have no idea what you're talking about there, King. Oh, you're talking... Oh, yeah, you're back into Call of Duty. Sorry. I promise, I'm catching up. I'm paying attention, I swear. Alright, so I'm walking really slow because I got all this caiman meat on me. Let's toss one of those, two of those. Cool. That's good enough. We need to cross this river here. And, yep, here's the walkway. That makes sense. I mean, to be honest with you, that's kind of what I'm looking for, is a massive space. Because if we had a massive space, I want to do like Squid Game type, sorry, blanking on the word. I want to do like Squid Game type mini games with you guys and have some fun with all that. You out of here, King? No worries, buddy. You have a great rest of your day there. Cooking up some caiman meat. Delicious. Oh, you know what I just realized? Bringing all these bowls was kind of pointless. It's the dry season right now. And so all that I got is this 100 hydration in my flask there. Alright, well, we're going to sleep off this fever. It's almost done. Let's just finish cooking real fast. Just seeing if there's anything I've missed or left behind. Nope, just empty cans. Hold up. What? Are you saying to me to hold up, or was that to King? Yeah, just a bunch of empty stuff over here. All right. Hey, Assassin's Creed videos. That's a fun game. Hey, Alexi, thank you very much for the share. Appreciate that. It's mighty kind of you. That's fine. That's not a problem, Master of Food. Like that can just be the start of the arena. Like, I mean, we can have the arena have nether portals and stuff like that and teleport people to different places, you know? So yeah, don't worry about that, man. Assassin's Creed videos. This is Green Hell, one of the greatest survival games of all time, in my honest personal opinion. All right, so without losing our fire, because I'm gonna need to do something ridiculous here. Let's go ahead and put these planks on top of it to keep that burning. Head down here, and did I get the prawn trap yet? Yeah, I've gotten the prawn trap. Okay, let's wash ourselves. Oh yeah, it would be so super difficult. I'm thinking we might need to port that, like, I don't know. I want to do more in survival than creative with the Minecraft server. Like, I like the actual challenge of having to, like, build video or build I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I like people having the challenge of having to build after doing resource gathering. And so that's just my personal opinions there. All right, drink up all of that. Yep, all 100 of it drunk. Get rid of that leech. Okay. So we still, there's a lot that I need to do here. But yeah, we just got our 100 hydration. But yeah, so 4 bowls. Actually, I didn't need to pick up all these bowls. I just need to pick up 4 of them. And the rest of these we can just kind of throw on the ground. The rest of these we can just throw on the ground. A bunch of different stuff. Depends on the mode too. But so there's like crocodiles, there's humans, tribals, stuff like that. And then there's like jungle cats and all this other stuff. Just a bunch of ridiculous ones. And so yeah, there's just a lot of different enemies and baddies and stuff like that. And there's a crazy awesome story about this one too. Won't give any spoilers, but it's a really hard-hitting, very emotional storyline. Alright, so basically what we need to do at this point is redo this flask with boiling water. And so I'm gonna do it like this, which is, if you need to do a whole flask, this is how you do it. You do your 4 on the stones, and you take all of that until it's empty, right? And then I'll put that back down. We grab our flask here, and we'll be able to scoop up all the clean water. Okay, and then move these over. And then just kind of repeat the process. But yeah, this is how you can fill up a whole flask with clean water without having to, like, have a filter or anything like that. It can be very, very funny in this this game, that's for sure. I remember there's a couple times, like when the big reveal happens, that it kind of made me laugh because a lot of stuff in the game kind of just starts making sense with how Jake has been acting, or like things that have been said to you and all of that. But anyway. Friday tomorrow? I mean, I would... So tomorrow I'm playing State of Decay 2 with Nick. But I'm down for Minecraft probably next week. I think we're doing these State of Decay Sundays, and so we're going to probably keep that up. But I'm definitely down for some Minecraft in the coming days here. Alright, eat a banana. Eat our black caiman here. Cool. Alright, so we can keep moving now. We don't need to wait at this backstop. Let's find... That's what I'm looking for, is over this way. Okay. How much is this game? It's a good question. Typically, you can get it for between like 10 to 20 bucks. Do not, and I'm going to say that again, do not get the Nintendo Switch version. It is not Creepy Jar who does the Nintendo Switch version. It's another studio who like has a contract with Creepy Jar. And so don't get that one because that one has not been updated for a long time, and probably will not be updated for a very long time too. And so, yeah, that would be my recommendation. But yeah, you can probably get it for between like 10 to 20 bucks, that type of thing. Oh man, you out of here, Master of Food? Sounds good, buddy. Always a pleasure having you, sir. All right, so I'm looking for one of my base locations now, but I don't remember the coordinates. And it's not. Let me clarify. It's not like an actual base. Like I don't have anything built here, but there's a spot. Is this it? Where am I? All right, where am I? Where am I? 3726. Come on now. 3726. Okay. No, we need to get to 3827. Well, we're gonna go the back way. 3827. Oh, tribals. Where are the tribals? I heard them. I didn't see them. Right there. Okay. I kind of want to know what they chant and what they're singing every single time. Oh, I love this game, man. Oh, don't tell me that you got a creeper at the arena. That would suck. All right, let's get this guy real fast. Oh, headshot. Look at that. Did you bring any buddies? Yeah, you brought a buddy. He dead. Did you guys bring any other friends? No? All right. Just warriors. So, come on. Would love to just get my arrow back instead of... There we go. We got a spearman over here. I don't need to worry about that. Come on, get the arrow. Thank you. You've got many creepers at the arena? Man, that sucks. That's always unfortunate when creepers just start showing up at your build spots. Alright, so anyway, this is a little shortcut to get back from, ants. This is a little shortcut to get back from map 2 to map 1. And it's a really cool one, too. I've always really liked this one. Yo, Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Any more Pokemon cards? Actually, yeah. I don't want to pull them out right now because I've already, like, organized them and sorted them in the binder. But I ended up grabbing some Japanese packs. And one of them was, like, that Glory to Team Rocket set. And it was just one pack, right? And I pulled the Mewtwo EX card out of it. And so I'm like super happy about it. Like that's one that I'm thinking about getting graded because like it's raw, it's only like $5, but graded, there's never been a sale of it yet. And so I could set the market value for it. Hey, thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate that. That's pretty kind. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Assassin's Creed, like that's not something that we worry about at all on this channel. We just appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with us and chatting with us and all of that. We're part of the whole YouTube partner program and stuff like that too. And so we get ad revenue. So I'm not sweating anything like that. But thank you very much for that gift, Charlie. Not discrediting that. But yeah, we don't ever expect you guys to donate or anything like that. It's just mighty kind when you do. Sounds good, Master Food. You get out of here. You have a great rest of your day, buddy. All right, so anyway, so now we're back at map 1. We're at 3822. 3822. See, down here. All right, so we need to make it all the way up here. 4815 is the heading. So let's start heading to the west and to the north. Into the unknown. Sorry, my kid watches Frozen a lot. Oh, look at this little hut. I don't think I've ever seen dudes at this little base here. It's kind of a nice little abandoned base. I'm just looking for a weapons rack, and so if I can find it earlier, that'd be a lot cooler. What time am I live tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm actually going to be going a little bit earlier. Hang on, let me get down this. You can scale like Skyrim style in this game, just in case any new players want to try that out. It's a little tricky to get it right. I normally go at like 2 p.m. Pacific, but tomorrow I'm going to be going a little bit earlier, around Plain Cave. Okay, I was like, I know this location. Why do I know this location? I'm at the Plain Cave. But tomorrow we're going to go a little bit earlier, probably around noon Pacific Standard Time, because playing with somebody who lives over, I think, in Norway. I might be totally wrong about that, but either way. So yeah, we try to be pretty consistent about when we're hopping on. All right, so I went kind of the wrong way. No harm, no foul. Ha! It's the snake that almost screwed me up, or that screwed me up that one time that I got like 3 snake bites in a row. Yeah, glad that we dodged that one. Oh, gotcha. You know, it's funny, Assassin's Creed. That's something that we find out every single day about our audience. It's kind of fascinating to me. So I live in Southern California in the U.S. and like 60, if not more at this point, 60 to 70% of our audience comes from either Europe or the UK. And so it's super random, and I don't exactly understand what it is. My guess is with it's when you guys are all like laying in bed and you're relaxing and hanging out and all that stuff. And so it syncs up perfectly. But that's, again, just my suspicion and all that. I'm going, hang on. Where are we? I'm at 39.21. 39.21. I have a long distance to go west. Okay. Gotta just find west and just hit that and go that way. It's 11 p.m. Yeah, that's my thought, is that everybody just kind of hangs out. It's like the end of the day. You're just chilling. Can't sleep, that type of stuff. I've been there many a times myself. Trying to listen for any like jaguars or anything. All right, so we don't want to go south anymore, but we do want to go west. So let's go this way. Do. Not going to get bit by 3 snakes this time. That's still probably the dumbest thing I've ever done in Green Hill. Was just running back, and I ended up screwing myself up like that. And thought I heard a jungle cat behind me. Heard that spider. Take that guy out. I seriously, how many? Whoa. Okay, I only have 8 arrows on me? That's crazy. I thought I had a lot more than that. Oh well. Alright, so then I know we need to kind of start heading north too, so we can start heading northeast here. Or northwest. Ooh, Molinera fruit. Eat that. Oh, anthill. Damn it. I don't know if that actually hurts your armor when you do that, but like you don't get the rash. So the armor protects you from getting a rash, which is always exciting. Man, that's a good question, Assassin's Creed. So we're creators with a lot of different game studios and stuff like that. And so like we're Enshrouded creators, I think we're in the Nightingale creator program. We're Razer creators, and then also Ubisoft creators too. And so we got a lot of different stuff like that. And then we do Lurk It campaigns. And so we play a lot of different games. Primarily we focus on base building, survival, that type of stuff. But yeah, there's just so many different games. Like I play Call of Duty on the streams every once in a while. The other day we were doing some city building. Just a bunch of miscellaneous junk, you know. Alright, let's get a little heading, get these leeches off our body. See where we need to go next. There we go. Alright, so I think it was what, 39.17. So I think I'm on the other end of the gold mine now. Is that what happened? 46 west? No. Okay. 46 by 15. Okay, so I'm like right here. Okay, I need to go 48 by 15. Sounds good, Assassin's Creed. Pleasure meeting you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. All right, so there's one of the caves. This is not the cave that I'm looking for, but this cave would have obsidian in it. So let's go ahead and stop here. Get some obsidian. Look at these 2 scorpions. Killed that other one last time, probably. Snake. Sorry, might as well just get all this archery experience while we're like doing all this spelunking and stuff. Oh, so yeah, this is a cave that's part of like the Spirits of the Amazonia. You place meat there 3 days in a row for like this black jaguar to come at you or something, and then you fight this jaguar, and you can still headshot the jaguar in 1 hit, which I've never fully understood why they're like, oh, this is like such a horrible beast, and then you can just headshot it once and it dies. So I don't know. Oh well. All right, let's get. I heard that snake, but I'm just gonna run by it. So this was actually on the base building video. This location, it's one of the better caves to build inside of Green Hell, like in total, in general. So we're gonna stop by the cave real fast because the cave tends to have obsidian right at the front door, and I do need to start harvesting iron, but there's an iron node in here too. But I don't have a pickaxe on me. Actually, there's a lot of weapons that I haven't really bothered to do. Alright, typically there's obsidian right here, but now I'm gonna be a little pissed off if there's nothing in this cave. But yeah, there's the iron node. Doesn't even look like there's iron in here right now, which is good. And then yeah, this was one of the base locations in the list of best locations in the game. It's another iron node. A couple of them too. Doesn't look like there's any iron in here though. It's kind of weird, but oh well. Alright, let's get on out of here. So the Wahara camp that we're looking for is just up this hill. You leave the cave and just go straight and you'll find it. But it actually should have some dudes in it this time around. I don't even remember what I think we're playing on Welcome to the Jungle. So like the normal difficulty. But yeah, the Wahara camp, you see it right up there? Yeah, they're up there. Alright, so let's get up here and try to take these dudes by for surprise. It should be 3 to 4 of them. Oh, they already aggroed. They might have aggroed on me. That like angry barking that they do. I don't even know really what it is. We've got fun and games, that's for sure. Cannot see anybody yet. There's one. Alright, can we get the headshot from here? Oh! Love that. Oh, didn't get him. Alright, he's coming around. Bag it up. I have to be careful because I'm running low on arrows. So it's like, before I can even keep moving, I gotta get this arrow out of this dude's head. Damn it. Of course, he makes it difficult for me. Alright, let's take out this last guy. There should be one guy left. Oh, no, he bled out. Okay. Well, the last guy bled out, which is fantastic. And it looks like he was an archer, which means we should be able to get some good tribal arrows. Oh, there it is. Right there. Nice. There it is. Cool. Get that arrow back. Yeah, tomorrow's State of Decay. Sunday, if you're down 17 dragonfishes, do some more Zomboid. I'm always down for more Zomboid. What's the spear at? 99. What's my spear at? 99. I don't really use the spears in this game. Alright, there's the spearman. We'll come back and get the arrow out of your eye. There's the hunter, though. Alright, hunter we're going to actually harvest because you can get some extra tribal arrows and stuff like that on the hunter. It doesn't look like he had any, just that one that I already had. All right, ditch a couple of these bones. Ditch the human meat. Wait, hang on. Get off of my caiman meat. I ain't ditching that caiman meat. Them good eats. All right, there should be a tribal fire starter down here too. Okay. I would say just let me know if you are available or not. And there's the tribal fire starter. That's what I'm here looking for. Gimme. Ditch my hand drill. But yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just let me know. If not, I'll do my solo. And just kind of keep working that solo file that I've been doing. All right, let's just carve this guy so we can get our arrow back. And also, we can do it earlier, so that way I don't keep you up past like 1 a.m. or something like that, like I typically do with those streams. All right, ditch this human meat. Cool. All right, so I wanted to see if he had shot any more arrows this way and missed. It does not look like it. Tribal arrows are just so nice because they're metal tipped versus your like just sharpened sticks that you shoot with the regular ones. Don't know how much more damage they do, but they seem to do a lot more damage. And until you unlock metalworking, it's kind of just a pain. Alright, so with that being said, I guess we're heading back to the airport now that we got what we came out here to get. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to kind of unlock while we're over here. Because like we're pretty much over by the spawn. And so there's a couple of things that would be helpful to have at the base. And actually would just look cool at the base too. Let me check the book to see what we've gotten. First things first, there's a medium shelter, so it doesn't look like we've gotten that, so I can go back and get that. We've definitely gotten the fishing trap and all of that, so that one's covered. Okay. Alright, so let's just go get this medium shelter, and then we'll get back to where we have our base set up at the airport. Trying to think if there's a quicker path to go to get back to the airport, but I don't think so. This shouldn't take too long to get the last bit that we need. What's up, Snake? And just making sure that that was the tapir running away from me as opposed to like a cat stalking me or something. It's nice, we're back in jaguar territory, and so you can actually see them pretty well. Alright, here we are though. Nice little cut of the Amazon. Alright, so use this log, we'll get across real fast. Oh, skip these piranhas real fast. And then head on up here. I've always wanted to build a base over at the bamboo camp, but I feel like the bamboo camp's one of those locations where it's like, it's so early on in the story that like, I mean, who needs this? It's not even like good flat ground or anything like that. But there you go, bamboo smoker. I guess I hadn't even picked that one up yet. Have I unlocked the torch yet? If I haven't done the bamboo smoker, I betcha when I pick up this torch. Yeah, I just unlocked the torch too. That's crazy. I must have not come up to the bamboo camp when I ran through this area. That's kind of really ridiculous. I'm a little surprised about that one. But either way. All right, get back into this cave. Again, trying to get some more obsidian. And then also there's a structure in here. But if I haven't been to the bamboo camp, there's a good chance that there's actually some like regular food in here too that I would love to just have. Add to my storage. And check for obsidian on the walls here. Does not look like any of it though. Nothing. Oh, well. Alright, this is the area over here that I was talking about, though. There's like a little stash spot right here. Man, I'm surprised. Yeah, I hadn't gotten this before, but there's the medium shelter. Some orange juice to take. Is that it? That's all you're gonna give me is just orange juice? Kind of ridiculous. I feel like I deserve more than orange juice, you know what I mean? But okay. Whatever. I think there's another spot in here that has more stuff, but that might be on a different game mode. Like if I go here. Maybe. I think it's like one of these little like tucked away spots of the cave that if you go that way, you end up finding like a little bed before that guy sets up his camp, but it looks like, yeah. All right, anyway, let's get on back to the airport. Don't want to waste any more time looking for stuff. Is that coconut bowl? Yeah. Okay, we don't want that. Debating if I want to like stop somewhere and sleep because it's getting late. Let me think here. I probably should stop somewhere and get some rest before I get all the way back to the I don't have any blue. Oh, I do have blue mushrooms. And we're clean right now. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. We're going to get on back. Go all the way back to the airport right now. Just going to spend some time eating some food. No, don't craft with those. See the piranhas in the water right in front of me? Definitely got to be careful crossing these waters. There's a way to do it with a single jump. So that's what we're going to focus on doing, is just kind of getting across. All right, eating all this just food. Miscellaneous stuff here. But yeah, don't want to deal with these piranhas directly. So we'll just jump across the rock. Alright, so nighttime, and I haven't been attacked by a big cat this entire playthrough. And so my guess is that we're going to get attacked by a big cat on our way back here. So we just got to keep our head on a swivel and keep listening for it. And that's the one, like, you hear a big cat. Ooh, look at that rattlesnake trying to get us. Lame. I feel like Sons of the Forest should have snakes. Like, that's one animal that I feel like they kind of missed the mark on not putting in the game. Because there's just some instances. That and spiders. I don't know. More survival games need to have, like, spiders and all of them. All of them. Spiders and snakes. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's an anthill like right over there somewhere. You know, I should probably just clear out this Wahara camp so that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can just keep running back this way. So we're heading south and east. And once we get to a couple landmarks, we'll be able to see what we're doing. Kind of saw that coming. That happens every single time. I'm just walking through, and then just out of nowhere. Alright. It's also when I'm running one-handed. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to just stop drinking one-handed while I'm on stream. Alright, so there we go. We're sick again. Got a fever. Haha. Not getting me today, buddy. Heard him growl. He swiped at me, too. Like, I was a little surprised at that one, that I didn't get hit. But he definitely swiped at me. I heard him swipe and then do his roar. And then turn around. Instant headshot. I'll take that. That was a win. Okay, I'm pretty tired. Let's head on back this way. I guess I could just go the bamboo bridge. I don't really need to do any of the like crazy climbing or anything like that, so that's where we're heading. But this fever is not fun. I'm thinking, actually, you know what? Let's hug this, and then we can go down to where the plane crash cave is and sleep there. I think that's where I'm heading, at least. I may be totally wrong about that. Oh, well. Alright, replenish up this. There we go. Ditch that flower. Who cares about that flower? That's something that's probably going to be the next couple of streams, is building the actual amenities around the base. Like, it's kind of silly, but like I didn't get that weapons rack early on in the game. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I didn't get that weapon rack early on in the game. And so I feel kind of like I was being punished a little bit, having to go back, because it's an hour of your time having to transverse the maps in this. And so yeah, that was really unique. Alright, so I am thirsty. What was that on the ground? Just dirt. Okay, wasn't anything important. These snakes, not happy about these snakes. Don't like snakes in this game. I used to say that they were nothing to deal with, like not a big deal at all. But the more I encountered them, the more I'm like, what do we got to do here? Like to not have to deal with these anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel, oh, seriously? Hit the tree. I don't think I've ever actually done that before. It ricocheted off too, so I could probably go find that arrow, but too much work. Okay. Sorry, I'm severely dehydrated right now. And so I'm getting these coconuts so that way I can drink them real quick on our way over to where we're heading. Just to stay alive for a little bit. No, don't destroy that. Harvest it. And those are going to be our carbs for the morning. Alright, and then down to the plane cave. We're almost there. You can see the plane up there. It took me forever when I first found this location to figure out why they called it a plane cave, because it just had the tail here, and I never looked up. Like, I never looked up and saw the plane up there. Which I know is pretty dumb, but still, you get the idea. Alright, crash out, and then we'll head over to the next spot. But we're going to be super dehydrated when we wake up, so let's take care of that. Alright, yep, super dehydrated. Rather than use everything in our inventory, we got all of this stuff here. So we're just going to drink all of this. Gotta love when there's like stuff right in where you're just hanging out. You know what I mean? Sorry, just getting all this coconut flesh real fast. Ooh. Also, I should look for obsidian in here. Didn't think about that before. Yeah, look at all that obsidian right there. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Eat, destroy. Eat that too, eat that one as well. Now we can just ditch all these bowls. Hey, Nick. How you doing, buddy? Cool. Alright, obsidian. I love how you can stack stuff like that, but you can't knock it over. So, like, I feel like the physics should work here with stacking bowls. There's an iron vein. Too bad I don't have a pickaxe. Alright, so we're moving on here. We're still a little dehydrated, so let's go ahead and just drink out of our flask, because I don't want to waste that orange juice. Good eats right there. Let's head on over to our bamboo bridge as well. And get back to our airport. It's my airport at this point, I'm claiming it. Hey, Sammy boy, thank you very much for the follow there. It's very kind of you. Oh, I'm so ready for State of Decay 2 tomorrow, man. I'll probably start a couple hours early too, so we'll get it done like around Hang on. Sorry, I heard something. We'll get it done around like noon my time Pacific, which I think is the time that I told you. This should be good. This was a base location on the list. Gorgeous location. Somebody actually commented on it, and they were just like, oh, that one's mid. And it's just like, it's a great location. What are you talking about? Alright, almost back at the bamboo bridge. And then we can get back to the airport. We're going to go the easy way to get back to the airport, too. Look at this snake. It's just like every single click that we go, we're getting another snake. Which is fine. Increase our archery. Actually, what's our archery up to? Axes is at 50. It's still in my 30s. Two-handed. Yeah, there we go. We've mastered our two-handed weapons. And I'm at a 57 on archery. I'm only at a 4 on throwing. What's Decay, Sammy boy? So tomorrow we're playing State of Decay 2. It's a survival, zombie apocalypse survival game with a, like, base building mechanic. That's like, sorry. Didn't even see you guys over here. Breakdancing tribals. That was in your head. That was also in your head. In your head, in your head, zombie. Did you just throw a rock at me? Don't throw rocks. Didn't your parents raise you better not to throw rocks? Ridiculous. Alright, he's got so many arrows, I'm just gonna harvest them. Best melee in State of Decay 2? That's a good question. I'm partial to like the broadsword, you know what I mean? That one, I'm a big fan of that one. I think that's a really cool one. It's a hunter. Let's go ahead and harvest this dude. So that would probably be my best bet. That's what I typically try to do. Is I'll get like one of the big swords so that way you can stand back. To be honest with you, though, I reach a point where I don't do melee, which in a zombie game is super weird. Okay, so we're here. We need to get over here. So we're at, and then actually we're going to cross through a Wahara camp, if I understand correctly, to get here. What? No room for a tribal arrow? Yes, room for tribal arrows. Don't be lame. Ooh, bird nest. But yeah, I think we have to cross through a Wahara camp to make this happen. Okay. Alright, so heading east. This way. But yeah, so eventually I'll reach a point where I'm either just using the crossbow non-stop, and that's like the weapon that I use. Oh, I guess they were scouts from this camp. Okay. Alright. Well, that's exciting. Or I'll grab one of the sniper rifles. But like that's my play style in zombie games is I like sit back, I snipe dudes, I like hang out, I take my time. Very stealth kind of playthroughs. Alright, I think I'm almost to the climbing point that I need to get to. Isn't the military base on like the starting map of the first game that they added in there? It's like Trumbull Valley or something like that. If I remember correctly, that's the one that has it. And it's like all most of the original locations are there except for like the warehouse, which was my favorite location. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's a thing. What is this? I've never seen that before. I don't know why I've never seen this little like backstop here before. It's a kind of a cool little spot, and I've got a fire bow too. The fire bow, if I understand correctly, is the fastest fire starter in Green Hell. I may be mistaken about that, but if I understand that's the fastest one there. Oh yeah. I'm in the dry season of Green Hell. I got 5 stacks of filth on me. And so when you do the dry season like this, you don't get to shower, you don't get to bathe. There's no rain, and so eventually, before I eat anything, I'll either shower or I'll risk parasites. But yeah, most people they don't even know that there's a season cycle in Green Hell, because you can beat the game in like 4 or 5 days, right? But you're missing out on a lot of it. After like 20 days, it stops raining for a straight 20 days. And so if you're not prepared or understand how to do the water and stuff like that, you're kind of SOL. Sorry, I'm exploring an area that I don't normally get up to that frequently in Green Hell, like exploring in this game. So yeah, we'll take a shower. We're heading up to the airport, and there's no water up at the airport. It's the biggest setback about building a base up there, and that's why there's no base locations up in that, like, here, this area on the map, this spot, this whole area. There's no base locations up there because you can see there's no water up there whatsoever. And so it is not a fun location to get to. Alright. Just exploring. If I remember correctly, it's either a cave or another climbing spot that you need to get to. It's been a while since I've gone this way, though. Guess never mind. I thought you could go this way. Pretty sure you can. Hang on. Let's just get over that way. 30-20. Let's just head that way. Just see if we can get past all this. There's a lot of caves, and this might be what I'm thinking of. There's a lot of caves and systems in this game that are like one directional. So like it might be as simple as like you hop down from up there. And this is just a one-way path. But I could have sworn that there was a second way up to the airport here. Oh well. Not a big deal. Alright, well, let's just climb down. Lame. I'm gonna go back up that way on the other end. See if I can find what I'm talking about. So yeah, another base location down here. It's a fun one. Alright, back in Puma territory now, so I gotta kind of keep looking out for it. I almost feel like I should clean myself before I get back any further to the base. Oh, leave me alone, anteater. Leave me alone. Those anteaters, I don't know what it is about them, but the first time that I went up against an anteater, it did not go well for me. Like, I died against an anteater because I got like 2 infected wounds from it. That was not fun. And so, highly, highly recommend staying away from anteaters. Have I gotten this cave yet? I don't know if I've gotten this cave yet. Guess I have because it registered on the map. Yeah, I'm at this one right here. It's a cool cave. There's some cool cave systems inside of Green Hell. Like, I don't know if I would call them underrated, because to be honest with you, I'm just not a big fan of building inside of the caves inside of this game. But there's a lot of them that would make some really, really intricate bases. And if I would just... admittedly, it's on me. I just need to invest the time. But anyway, there's that log that we just walked over up there. Just looking for obsidian before we kind of clear out. Nice little watering hole. We'll go ahead and wash ourselves for a little bit. Oh, this is one of those underwater locations. Hang on, I actually have my breathing mask, so I can explore this one. I feel like some of these are specifically for Spirits of the Amazonia, and so there's a lot of like these underwater dive spots, but they don't have anything in them unless you're playing that specific mode. Dude, show that off on the Discord, Nick. Like, everybody's trying to see that. I know I'm a big fan of looking at other people's builds. I used to remember, like, all the dives and caves and stuff like that, but yeah. Oh well, at least we're clean now. There we go. This is where we're going. But yeah, that's a game mode that I need to get back into, is the Spirits of the Amazonia. I totally just kind of screwed myself up a little bit there. Hang on. Okay, so I am now at 3422, 3422 right there. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of these leeches and then we're going back. Went to the wrong side of the cave there. Might as well. But yeah, show off your base, Nick. And that goes for anybody who's watching. If you got a base that you want to show off, make sure you join our Discord so you can show it off to everybody. We're always trying to see that. Yeah, definitely, man. Get at me on Discord, and I'll shoot you a call probably around like 11:30 my time, and then we'll go from there. All right, so now we're on the other cave here, and we're clean. We can eat stuff as we find food, which is always fantastic. How are we doing macro-wise? Oh, we're doing fine. There's another anteater. Let's steer clear. But yeah, so the anteaters are not hostile unless you get too close or you attack it first. And so I went too close to one just to kind of look at it, and rather than backing away from me, it just started attacking me, and yeah, did not go well. I was not armored. They had just updated the game with the anteater, and so I wanted to see one for the first time, and my curiosity got the best of me. All right, Nick, sounds good, man. You have a great rest of your day there, buddy. Okay. Hey, Mary. This is Green Hell, one of the harder survival games that has ever come out, in my personal opinion. All right, let's get back up to the airport here. I feel like we didn't do any base building because I had to go get that stupid weapon rack, which, I mean, I didn't even need to get early on. Like, I probably could have ignored getting that weapons rack for a very, very long time. But either way. PC. I do most of my gaming on PC, but I do have a couple consoles, but they kind of just sit back and collect dust these days. But yeah, I think this one is available on pretty much every single console and PC, too. Do not get the Nintendo Switch version, I'll say that, though. The Nintendo Switch version has not been updated. And will not be getting an update for quite some time. Or ever, from my understanding. I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, they don't seem like they're going to be doing it. I do play GTA. I haven't in a while. We've streamed it a couple times. I streamed Grand Theft Auto on here a few times. I think I did the story a couple times, and I did online one time. But yeah, no, we definitely played that one too. Home sweet home. All right, let this thing kind of load up. So I still need to get a lot of logs. That's kind of the main thing that we're working on. But now, what we can finally do, it's kind of lame that it took us this long to make it happen, but there it is, storage weapon rack. All right, we'll put this weapon rack right here. Love that. Fantastic. 7 long sticks. That's it. That's awesome. Man, I wouldn't even know what my level on GTA is right now. Not that high is probably the best way to explain it, because I used to play on Xbox 360 back when the Xbox first came out, or when Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out, and then I never really bothered after that. I kind of just let it fall by the wayside, and then I just got a copy of it again recently, just to stream it. And so yeah, I wouldn't know what my my level is. All right, let's go get just 2 more of those sticks up here, and then also let's finish this frame out here. Love that. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, and while we're just kind of hanging out here, come on now. Why are you not letting me change pages? Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, let's get some half walls done. Yeah. Little shorties. Love that. And then some leaf roof on top. Love it. Look at that. Damn, that is a very high level. That is impressive. Nice work. Okay, so I just need to save 2 of these. So there we go. And then this should take up most of the rope that I have on me. Oh, only 5 pieces for this? Wow. It's kind of impressive. Okay, so I dropped an obsidian axe on the ground, saying that I never really use axes. It looks like it's already broken down. So there we go. So alright, but if we need a weapons rack this time around, we got one, which is fantastic. That's awesome. Yeah, that's it's definitely one of those that I wish I could kind of invest more time into. Because I remember when it first came out, there was like nothing to do but like a couple street races and stuff like that. Now, like, they have all the heists in there and all of that, and I feel like if I had grown with that game instead of just kind of done a little bit and then bailed, would have had a much better time with it. But either way. Alright, let's go get some more long sticks. Just gonna prioritize long sticks this time. Looks like we got a bunch growing over here. Yeah, we'll chop all these down for sticks. Fantastic. Alright, let's start back here. Actually, I should probably bring back some logs too. And the other big thing that I need to make sure that I bring back is rope. Need to make sure that we get rope. Alright, let's start with... Oh, we need to pick up sticks too? Okay. Easy enough. Alright, long sticks first. So this one. Alright, back to the cart. Oh, that'd be legit. That would definitely be legit. We used to have a lot of people who would log on and talk about Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. So I know there's a bunch of people on our Discord and just kind of just in our circle in general who play Grand Theft Auto. So definitely an option. Alright, let's ditch some of this stuff. I should have dropped some of this stuff off at the base. But oh well. Oh well. Eat these mushrooms real fast. Kind of get all of our energy back for the day. Alright, hopefully that was enough. No, still running slow. Alright, have to find another thing to do here. So we have a tribal fire starter, but can I make it yet? Should be able to. There it is. Fire bow, tribal fire starter. Okay, yeah, we can make it. So let's go ahead and ditch one of these. We'll keep our fire bow, but we'll ditch the tribal fire starter. Don't need to carry that one. Now we can bring all these logs back. That's the other big thing that I need right now is just rope. I wish that rope was one of the ones that you could throw in your inventory. Or not in an inventory, but on the sled. Like I am constantly in the need for rope. in need of. Promise, I know how to speak English. That's crazy. 76 billion. My God. I remember when I first started playing Grand Theft Auto, like just the grind of getting up to where you're making decent money took forever back in the day. But I legitimately, I don't know how much of it they changed to make that grind less grindy. Is that how you phrase that? I'm gonna phrase it that way. Don't know if that's an accurate way to do it, but that's my way of doing it. All right, so I cut down this tree. So let's get the rope that fell off of it. That's one of my green hell tips, is there's a bunch of challenges in this game. And if you want to challenge yourself, I highly recommend doing their challenges. But some of their challenges require you to have a ridiculous amount of rope very early on. And it takes forever to spawn. Like the raft challenge comes to mind. And so if you cut down these green trees with has like all the grass and ivy and stuff like that on them, you end up getting rope just kind of on the ground here. And that's the easiest way to get rope early on in the game, is just knock down the trees that have it as opposed to looking for it on the big fat trees. All right, so we have 9 more of these to get, 2 per tree. That's 4 trees plus an extra one, and I see an extra one on the ground there, so there you go. Cakewalk. See, that's cool, where you can like kind of create your criminal empire, if you will. That's what they needed inside of Grand Theft Auto for the longest time, is passive income. Because I remember I had to, when I redid it on PC, because I mentioned I used to play exclusively on console, right? When I finally got it on PC, I had to redo my character on online. And it did not go well, because I had to like start from scratch, and so like do all those early quests just to unlock that first like nightclub to get the mission and stuff like that. Like that's where my online is currently, just kind of stuck in limbo. Really just one left? I don't have one long stick just laying about. I don't know how accurate that is, but now I'm going to have one laying about because this is going to drop 2. But, okay. All right, so we got full rope. We have full rope, right? Make sure that we have full rope. Bunch dropped over here, right? Yep, there's one. All right, make sure we got full rope. Come on. All right, now we have full rope. Almost went back with only 9. That's craziness. All right, so let's go ahead and... Oh, spider. Go this way. Not going to get bit while I'm taking a drink again. One of these days, I kind of want to guess how much more I have to do here. I think painting it is going to be a ridiculously long time, because any of these that need to get painted red, you got to find Psychotria, which is a very difficult plant to find. It's very small, and even though it's red, it's just a very, very small plant. Okay, so that needs sticks. We're going to build this balcony up on the 2nd floor first. And I think I even have, yeah, more rope to lay out down here. So first things first, put that one there. See, that was the issue, is I couldn't actually remember it. And so like I have somewhere out there, I have a Rockstar account registered to an email that I don't use anymore, which is super sad. But yeah, that's the current predicament that I am in with my Rockstar email. So anyway, it's all good. Like, again, GTA 5 is one of those games, and the same is going to be the case with 6. GTA 5 is going to be one of those games where it's an investment of time. And I just have never really invested the time into it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's just personal opinion, of course, but no, not the sticks, the logs. Gotta love jumping up with a whole log in my arm like that. Alright, so that's missing a long stick, so we'll get that one done. There we go. Love how it's coming together now. I kind of knew that was going to happen after I finished the palisade. Is you finish that big old palisade, and then you're just like, okay, what's next? Oh, come on, let me get that one. No, you're not going to let me jump up and get it? That's super lame. All right, let's go up and get this last one so we can get the logs in there. Oh, we need rope anyway. All right, well, I guess that's the next thing that we need to focus on is getting the rope. Get these pieces in real fast. Sounds good, Mary. If I'm still on, I'll probably call it in about like 10 to 20 minutes. So make sure you hit subscribe. I'll be back on tomorrow. But either way, it was pleasure meeting you. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day if I don't see you again. What? Just had a random 3 logs right there? That's kind of cool. Put those over there. So let's get these in, and that would be enough. Yep, we can get those logs in. So I think I'm out, yep, out of sticks at this point, but we can at least add in the rest of these logs now. Love when you can actually like use everything no matter what, you know what I mean? Like that makes things really nice. Cool. Alright, we got leeches. We're also filthy. My god, look how dirty we are. There we go. There's the leech. Alright, so I'm thinking another run of supplies here. Best option. Not gonna bother closing the gate this time. Alright, this looks like a good place to get our next batch of supplies. Got a bunch of just miscellaneous sticks on the ground here. I do love this location just because of how quick the trees come back. And so like that one's not ready to be chopped down yet, but this one you can chop down early and it should turn into, yep, logs. And so it turns into a full grown tree after it gets to a certain point. Which I don't know. I've always thought that was kind of just really fascinating to me that they chose to do it like that. But yeah, you don't have to wait for them to grow to full size anymore, or ever. I don't think you've ever had to do that. There you go, Mary. I do that on a regular basis so many days a week. Like I remember I was like looking in the fridge the other day and I was talking to my wife about what we were going to eat for dinner. And neither one of us had like a clue or a preference or anything. We were just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just make sure like it's healthy for the kids and just whatever. And so while I was standing there, I turned to her and I just said the name. I don't even remember what name it was. I said the name of some takeout place. And she just goes, yeah, that sounds good. Let's just do that. And so I do that constantly. Just don't feel like cooking, don't feel like going anywhere. Just deliver it. Super lazy sometimes. Worth it. Like I'm the type of person who I start every single month saying things just like, all right, let's not eat out that much. And then I'm the first person to be like, you want to just order a pizza tonight? Yeah, that's me. All right, I thought I had more long sticks down, but I guess I was wrong about that. We'll have to get some more. But either way, let's chop these guys down. We get all the rope we need? Yeah, we're full up on rope. Super slow, Jake. Come on, Jake Higgins. Be better. Nice. Long stick, long stick. I'm actually surprised it's taking me this long to do long sticks. I want to check something. Yeah, these are ready to be cut. These are going to kind of drastically increase that turnaround time. Just 2 sticks each here. So that should have been 6 in total that I just chopped down. There it is. Alright, so as far as those sticks go, looks like we only got 6 more to go. And there's another log around. Yep, other side. See if we can get our other, yep, log tree right there. Yeah, I'd be open to that. But isn't are you talking about this game, Green Hell? Actually, no. I don't think crossplay is available, and PlayStation is actually the only platform that I don't think I have this game on. Now that I think about it, and so yeah, I don't think we would be able to play that one together. I'd be open to try it, but yeah, I don't think that they have ever added crossplay into this one. They should. It's a great game. More games need to focus on getting crossplay in there. Like, there's so many great multiplayer games that I feel should be crossplay compatible, but they're not. Come on now. Alright, so let's go put all this stuff back. I don't need these logs, but I don't want to, like, lose these logs. So we'll put them right there, stacked up so I can see them. Alright, and then this should be the last one here. I just need to find this last long stick. There it is. Alright, let's go drop this stuff off at the base. And then we might as well clear out our inventory a little bit. I love how you can, like, stretch this the cart through the doors in your base. So even though the cart, there's no way that cart would fit through that door, they still allow you to do it. Alright, what am I doing over here? We're waiting on rope, which I can easily do. And then that one, we're waiting on rope. Okay, so we can finish this off. We'll bring 3 logs with us up there, just to get it done. It is going to look, once we get the second building, I have a feeling that it's going to look just as cool, like, or not just as cool, but it's going to look really, really established in here. The 2 other buildings are only 2 stories, so we don't have to go up as high as we're currently going with this one. These 3-story buildings, they're definitely the ones that are taking the most to get done. Alright, so there's the rope there, and we got 2 pieces of rope left, so let's finish this guy. Love that. Love that we're actually getting some things accomplished on this stream. Alright. 3 more logs. Cool. Now we just need to get some leaves up there. And that section's done. It actually looks kind of cool. Pretty happy with how that section's turning out, or this building's turning out. So we are on a couple of different other platforms, but yeah, for the right now, I think you are, Mary. It's kind of like that. It's Thursday. Everybody's quiet on Thursdays. Like, I don't know what it is, if everybody's just kind of like getting ready for the weekend or whatever. But Thursdays and Sundays are always like our lowest chatting streams. And I think what it is everybody's ready for Friday, and then come Sunday, everybody's not ready for Monday. And so they don't want to get into like the whole like, oh, I have to participate in society thing. I don't know. That's just my personal speculation, of course, but that's how I've always looked at it. All right, so it looks like we can put that down for right now. Get a couple of these individual sticks in.
Thirsty.
I hear you, Jake. I know you're thirsty. Should probably look at my macros pretty soon. So either way. Alright, so we'll save those sticks for next time. Use up the last of these logs. That's a fun age to be. That is definitely a fun one to be, that's for sure. Alright, so I think I should probably start getting ready to call it and start packing some stuff up here. I really, really, really want to finish that roof. So that's our final little thing here, is we're going to finish this roof. It's 2 times 16, so that's 32. We need 32 leaves. Actually, I don't know how many I'm going to be able to fit inside of my cart here. So we'll find out. But yeah, there's a bunch of palm leaves over here for us to get. I know I'm thirsty and I know I'm tired, but I'm at least gonna do 1 cart full, right? Like I almost feel obligated to do at least 1 cart full. Get rid of these stupid dry leaves, wasting all the space. I did not realize that I had left these sticks in here. Let's run these back real fast. Oh, there's one I can put in. Can I reach that? Come on, let me reach it. Damn it, won't let me reach it. Oh well. Wow, that's exciting. I got 2 girls myself. I enjoy being a girl dad. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite parts of my days, is getting to hang out with my kids. Alright, so I'm filthy and I'm thirsty. Just gonna drink that sweet, no pesticides. That's fantastic. Haha, I got it over the wall. Alright, so that's a dry one. Don't care about that. We'll grab these palm leaves here. Cool. Alright, so again, we're just getting palm leaves. It's the dry season though, so like half of the leaves that we pull, or not half, but probably like 10 to 20% of the leaves on the trees that we're going to get are going to be very not that. They're going to be dry. Come on now. Why aren't you letting me get... There we go. That last one there. That's exciting. Let's get... How am I supposed to get that off of this tree? What the hell? Alright, well, looks like we're going to lose this coconut tree. It's always unfortunate when you have to do something like that. I still don't even know if we're going to be able to salvage that. Oh, the head's up there. I thought it was like buried into the ground or something like that, but no. Okay. Alright, that's a little bit easier. I see you, snake. Okay. So this actually, we should have an abundance if I fill up the whole cart. So I am going to fill up the whole cart, and then we can toss more of these. I think I have some leaf storage somewhere, but we're eventually going to need roofs for the other 2 buildings that we're working on. Oh yeah, I need to ditch all those dry leaves that I picked up. Alright, Alright, so there's one side done, so I think we just need to do just one more tree. Chop this guy down. And then that should have done it right there. 24 and got it. 24. Which is perfect timing too. We just got our first stack of insomnia. I'm pushing myself right now because, long story short, I'm about ready to call the stream, and I might as well push myself a little to insomnia just to finish one section of this. Stupid hour-and-a-half long detour. Still can't believe that I had to go do that. That's the importance of early on finding the stuff that you need to find, so that way you don't have to double back after you've gone through the whole process. Okay, let's close up our gate here. And then we'll crash out. Actually, before we crash, I need to go take a bath. I don't think I have any water in my shower. Okay. Hit this. Nope, 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 nope. Going up. Oh, this is going to take several trips. So it looks like it's going to be 3 trips per, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to double up any, but we'll see. Actually, yeah, you can double. Never mind. Sorry, I'm at the point where I'm just like talking to myself with random things. Always a fun place to be. Okay, 2 more right here. 1 and then 2. There's that roof. So now we need 14 in the other one here. So yeah, still gonna be 3 trips no matter what. Sounds good, Mary. See you tomorrow. Pleasure to meet you. Have a great rest of your day. Alright, so I'm pretty sure still gonna have to bring up 2 after this, right? Find out like right now. Yep, 2 more. And then I need to go take a bath, but I'm also really tired and I don't have much energy here. So let's go ahead. Oh wait, was it 2 or 4? I think it was just 2. So these are going to be spare. 1, 2. Yep, all done with that. Cool, let's head down again. Alright, so again, I'm pretty tired. I should have enough energy to get to where I need to get to, but I don't have enough energy to get back. So we're going to do this, which is pretty dumb. That actually worked out really well, though. Didn't get any parasites from eating that meat, and so fantastic. Let's get down to our little bathing hole, watering hole, whatever you want to call it. Close this behind me so Big Cat doesn't get to it. Did I use that rope? Yeah, I did. Okay, we're still going to grab a whole thing of rope. It's the only resource I'm going to bother getting. I'm not going to use it at all, but let's just grab the rope. I think we're going to need, we're at the point where we need more rope in the base than we need any other resource. So we're getting it done. Alright, let's go for a bath. No point in wasting our time anymore. Did not get as far as I had hoped with... What the heck was that? Random piece of paper just fell behind me. Did not get as far as I had hoped to get with this build today, but either way, we got the weapons rack, which I'm glad that we went back and got it this stream, as opposed to wasting our time another day doing it. I just gotta, I need to do another one of those like 5-hour streams with Green Hell here, so that way I can focus on building up this base a little bit more. It'd be super cool if you could get this area like get a mud mixer down here, but you can't build down here at all. It's super lame. Oh, that's my insomnia set. I'm sitting here, I was like, why isn't that one going down? That's insomnia. That's not dirtiness. So, there you go. Alright, scale up here. I feel like I would get dirty just climbing up that climbing rope. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be that simple. Oh, I almost shot that dude. Almost, like, got myself completely dirty again, harvesting him. I shouldn't be picking those up. Oh, run away from the spider. Sorry, if I kept picking them up, I would have actually gotten dirty again. So I don't want to deal with that. Let's just get back to the base. Not do anything else. It's coming together. I don't even want to guess how many more streams we got, because we probably got 5 to 10 more. Because we need to finish this building, which doesn't have that much more left on it, but it still has a fair amount. Like, there's walls, tons of rope, etc. We need to finish this building. We need to finish that building. We need to finish that building. We need to plant the garden and the farm. We need to put the animal husbandry stuff in. Put the forage in over there. Put the crafting, or the like furniture maker space over here. Like, there's a lot that we still need to do in this base. And then, of course, we got to paint it. We only painted the front entranceway here blue, but each one of the buildings is going to be one of the 4 colors. So anyway, guys, that'll do it for me today. Today, Green Hell, great game, love it, love this game so much. Tomorrow is State of Decay 2, playing with Nick from our TikTok here, and also the Base Legend community. And so make sure that you guys hang out with us then. Looking forward to that one. And then Sunday, maybe we'll say Project Zomboid. We'll do Project Zomboid on Sunday. Even if whether it's our multiplayer base or if it's my solo base that I'm working on, we'll do a Project Zomboid stream. And then next week sometime I'll get into Grounded again, because I need to be working on that base. There's just bases all over the place. You guys know how it goes here at Base Legend. But anyway, thank you guys very, 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 very much. Always appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me and all that fun stuff. Thank you guys, as always, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good one, y'all.